for you guys. If you can see, she is really beautiful. She's colorful. Yes. It's okay. And yes, I want you to tell us your name, and you can give us a brief of what you do.
Yes, my name is Mercy Dorcas Otieno. I come from Kenya, but I'm Austrian and I live in Germany, in Berlin. I'm an actress by profession, theater, film, and TV.
Yeah.
Yes. Right now I'm back home doing a project we call Mein Weg nach Deutschland. I've been in different schools through the Goethe Institute, and we've been to Alliance, Starre Boys, and
can you
High.
translate that for us?
Goethe Institute is not Goethe, it's called Goethe Institute.
Goethe Institute.
Yeah. Because it comes from the name Wolfram Goethe. Yes, that's the person who was named after it. And I know in Kenya, everybody says Goethe Institute, but it's Goethe Institute.
Goethe Institute. Translate the project you are doing.
The project Mein Weg nach Deutschland is my journey to Germany. So I had the opportunity to go in different schools. I was in Thika High, I was in Nairobi University, I was in Starre Boys, yesterday in Alliance, and I had the time to tell my story because I am a girl from, I grew up with my grandmother in Siaya, and then I grew up in Kayole. I went to Bondeni Primary School, I went to Rai Girls, and then I studied German, then became an au pair, went to Germany, started my journey, 2006 back then. And it's been 20 years in the making. So right now I've landed in the capital city of Germany, which is Berlin. In Deutsches Theater, and that's where I work.
Let's talk about your journey in Germany.
Yeah.
How long did it take for you to learn German?
It didn't take long because I had a good teacher. You're just as good as your teacher. If you have a good teacher that speaks the language very well, then you learn the language. And not that, just that. I think it's important also for you to know your mother language. If you can speak your mother language fluently, you're able to speak other languages.
Fluently?
Exactly. So being that I speak Luo fluently, Kiswahili fluently, English fluently, I was able to adapt myself to the other languages.
So you told us you went to be an au pair.
Yes.
So being an au pair, that was when you went there, or how did the transition?
That is the reason why I went to Germany. I had my auntie, Auntie Nerea, may God rest her soul in peace. She was the reason. Actually, I wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to broadcasting and being on TV because I had the feeling that I had the power to command the language. But she said, just go for 1 year, go to Germany, and then come back, and then we'll see about the mass communication. But little did I know that I was leaving the country never to return and to live longer there. So being an au pair is the reason why I left Kenya. And for me, it was to go for 1 year, work, and come back. But the trajectory of my story, took a different turn because in the first family that I went to, first of all, it was good, but I didn't take a month there. It ended up in fighting. I was out on the streets, on snow, running out for my life, and meeting police. It was terrible. And even then, I could speak German, but not the real German. Because as much as I had a good teacher here in Nairobi,
you had not really
it was not I'd practiced, but the German speak in Germany is a different German because the accent that you use is different. So when I reached there, this family threw me out, and I felt like I was not able to really defend myself. I was not able to speak up for myself. So that's when I took the language very seriously because I see language as a weapon. You're able to, discuss. You're able to say no. You're able to say yes. So I left the family, went to the second family with 5 children, 6 years, 5 years, 3 years, and then twins. Lived there for 8 months. They threw me out again. So I
for
started
what reason this time?
Oh my God! If I would go into details, we're gonna go here for 2 hours.
Oh
yes.
Can you highlight?
In retrospect, I will say that I'd gone through a lot of racism at that time. It's like if you invite someone from a different country speaking a different language, it is you to adapt that person in that culture. And I felt that no matter what I did, it was never good enough. The first family which I was in, they were very young, and the man was a bit awkward, so I had to take kind of my distance. And now he started to tell the wife that I'm bad, even to the kids, and commotion started out. We fought. The next family I worked, they had like 5 children. They had a 13 bedrooms house, and I had to clean all of it. And the wife who was pregnant with the twins went to the hospital and was there for 5 months. So an 18-year-old Mercy became a mom, taking care of this kid in a different country, learning the language. It was not easy, but it was worth it. 21st of August, 2006, they said, you know what, I think we're not really working with each other very well. We'll let you go. So I was again on the streets and never sign any document without understanding what you're signing. This family didn't tell me that they're going to deport me if I don't find a family within 2 weeks, and I signed it. So when I came out of there, my neighbor translated, the neighbor of that family translated to me what was in that letter. And she used to be my friend, so she used to give me a bit of drums. I would drum and I would sing, and I was returning that to her. So when I reached there, she opened the door and she looked at me and she was like, "What's happening?" And I say, "I've lost my job." And she looked at me and she said, and I told her, they're not paying me any money anymore. So I have €3 in my account and I don't know what to do. This woman gave me €400, 2006 that time. That was about 40,000 Kenya shillings. And she said, you know what, you're a brave person. You're gonna be someone. And that's how I left that family. Got some Kenyan people who helped me. I got a third family in the southern part of Germany. So I came first of all in Göttingen. Then I went to Ottobeuren. Then I went to Ulm. So in Ulm, I was living there just for 3 months. Mi nilikuwa mboch. Nilikuwa na clean. I was just, taking care of children. Never did I ever knew that one day I'm going to be an actress. Because if you told me that time with the things that I was going through, I would tell you, unadanganya, you are lying. You get me? So I had to stick to the journey, even if it was in uncertainty.
Now tell us about this transition from now being botch, sorry you call it, we'd call it house manager, to now film and acting. What happened?
Oh my God, it was not even there. It's not that I just went and that's it. It took me 8 years to even start acting. So I left Germany and went to Austria and found a new family. And this family took me in. And that's what I'm saying. If I start to tell my story, it's not enough.
It's not enough.
You have to have time for me to go to those spaces. And the family in Austria became my family. I became their fourth child. My mom calls me until today, Honey Bunny. She loves me. And I thought, like, if I could get this family, this so beautiful family, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stay in this country. So I transitioned and started, because you want the good part. I want the people to know the process. I don't want to jump into my success without understanding the process. So that's why I'm not jumping into acting. I want you to know my background and my journey to the person I've become today. You understand?
Right.
So first of all, I studied sociology. I changed my visa from a student to a what?
Sociologist.
To a sociology student. So as a sociology student, I was able to analyze objectively, subjectively, imperialize, name it. But it was not enough for me. In this time, I was taking care of kids, I was washing toilets, I was doing all types of things. I was even selling newspapers at the streets. And during that time, Austria, Germany, Switzerland, it's very cold. And in winter, I remember my friends telling me, Sasa, where? Let me ask you something. If your parents even see you the way you're dressed up, sort of when watchman. Now, yes, but I'm going to work, I need the money. And I even had some times when people would look at me and say, let me tell you something. Uta, go back to your country. And I used to tell me, I'm not going to go back to my country. You're going to read about me one day.
Wrong, yes.
You're going to open your newspaper and read about me. You're going to pay money to see me. I never knew the power of words. As the things were getting harder, but I was always prophesying my life to be something that is going to be positive, even if I was not seeing it. So to cut the long story short, I lost my job. My dad was retrenched. My mom became sick. And I'm the firstborn in my family. So that means I have responsibility to take. And so this responsibility meant going for my dreams. So nimeenda kutafuta kazi. So when I reach there, I knock the door and I say, please, can I take care of kids? That's the best I can do. And they say, do you have a degree in pedagogic or education? I say, I don't need money to wipe. I don't need intelligence for me to be able to take care of kids because I've been doing that for the longest period of time. So they said, no, we can't kupatia kazi. So I was so down, I was depressed. There were times that I didn't want to leave. I would say the truth. And coming down the stairs, I saw a placard and it was written, we are looking for immigrants who are going to play a show called Bruder Grimm. Eine der Ausdruck des Fürchten zu lernen. I cannot translate it. But the one that who left to go and learn about life. And so I said, they're not paying. It was for free. So I said, let me go and call. And maybe I have an opportunity there. Ata kama wanilipi, at least I feel that I'm needed. You get what I'm saying?
That's right.
So I went there, called, auditioned. We were 16 people from different countries. So now I'm in Schauspielhaus Graz. And this is like state theater. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I went there. They loved me, but the language was still a problem. And I was supposed to play a small role, but because we rehearsed for 8 weeks. As the time went by, I started getting stronger. My German started getting stronger. My performance, and I ended up playing at the end the princess.
Yeah.
And the director of the city of the theater came to me and told me, "You're gonna be a great actor one day."
Amen.
I didn't understand at that time what that meant, because I'm like, I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just having fun. It's cool that you're seeing that, but me, in a story, you understand? But I stayed in that company for 7 years.
Wow.
Learning. I said play as a professional without even studying. You know, there's a time that we came to Kenya, and when we came to Kenya, we went to Siaya to get like landscapes, pictures, moving pictures for our theater show, which I was starring in, and went a landslide success. That's when I was like, okay, if I can do this, I can be the best.
So that was the point that your career
That
now
was a
changed.
turning point.
Turning point.
But I'd been doing it the whole time for 8 years. So they said, my colleagues said, you know what, go and audition in Vienna. Go and audition in Vienna. That is the best school, one of the best schools in Europe. It's like Yale. I said, okay, why not? So I carried my bags, left Graz, went to Vienna. And when I went to Vienna, there were 1,200 people who are auditioning for this class. Not role, school to study, because they don't joke with studies.
Was it a scholarship or it was just?
No. You have to audition for you to enter into an acting school. And the acting school takes 4 years. And when I went there, I was the only black person. They've never been in history.
A black person.
A black person who doesn't speak German as their mother language. So mimi nimedatua hapo nafanya vitu zangu, and then this guy approaches me, says, you know, we're doing a documentary for this audition. Will you like to sign so that we at least see your journey, how it's going to end? I said, no problem. I didn't think anything of it. Little did I know that this documentary film is going to be shown on national TV.
Wow.
And the process of me, you can see it on YouTube, it has been watched 1 million times. And every person that comes after me, they become actors because of the bravery I had.
You had.
And that week.
And you made history, the first
History
black
was
woman to be in the school.
Yes. So I started, so you're asking about scholarship, you know, I don't have money.
So how
My
did you
dad
manage
is
that?
not a millionaire. I went back to places that I was working and gave them the good news. So the best thing was I was already a face of the city. People knew me there. And definitely I came on the newspaper. My face was everywhere. Wakasema, I said, I did an interview and I said, I need financial help. So there was a opera singer who was singing in 1975 in Kenya. Saw my story and said she wants to be a testimony to me. She wants to be a blessing to me. And that's how she gave me 2,000 euros, about 250,000 Kenya shillings, and bought for me everything that I needed. My bed, I didn't have to sweat for it. Let me tell you, when you have grace in your life, God breaks protocols for you. And not just that, being an actress, when you enter into an acting school, when Anzanga was 18 years, I was 25.
It was just the right age.
The age is not a limit.
Yeah, exactly.
If it is your path, God will move everything for it to work. You understand what I'm saying? So things changed for me, and I moved from Graz and started a new life in Vienna.
Yes.
I needed still scholarships, Jabata. So I wrote a letter. I saw they were from Tokyo. They were looking for, you know, students to help, and they were like 25 people in the Cremium. So I wrote my story. And I say, my story is here.
Yeah.
I want to be an actress. Nisaidieni. I have a dream. And they listened to my dream. And they gave me a scholarship. I was able to study the whole 4 years and finish. acting school.
And before we continue,
Yes.
according to your story, most of the time you used to see those opportunities on the billboard and then you apply them. Is it something for you? You said you have studied sociology, right?
Yes.
And acting, was it a hidden talent, or is it something that you wanted to do when you were young, or it was something that you did for you to survive at the moment?
I was not doing it to survive, to earn money because it was not paying. I was doing it because I wanted to be heard. A lot of actors are people that feel they're not seen. So they will use craft to make their craft to be seen with other people.
Right.
So in this time, when you live abroad, there are a lot of things that go on that people don't know about, that I think I'm going to work in Kenya here a lot for people to get an understanding. So for me, it was like a ventil of emotions that were not processed, you know. So it started to pay me when I just started to do it as for fun. It was never like me nataka kukua, I want to be a superstar or something. No, I was just doing my work. That's it. And then it took me to the next level. So I studied Maliza, and I went back to the same theater that I started, but now as a professional. So I worked there for 1 year, then I left now, got 2 jobs. I went to Germany, northwest part of Germany, a place called Bochum. I worked there for 5 years. I had the opportunity to work with Sandra Hüller, is nominated Best Actress in the Oscars. I played with her, and I was like, damn, holy maziwa kayole.
So through this time, as we close, because we're finishing right now.
I just have to say something.
Okay.
Kidogo tu.
Sawa.
Bochum, I was there 5 years, and I told my boss, Skiliza, time yangu imeisha. I want to do something else. My other boss called me and said, I'm going to the capital city, Berlin. Kuja twende. And that's how I'm in Berlin right now for the last 3 years.
Wow.
Yes. Not just that. I do film, I do cinema, and my last film, we were in the Berlinale, and we won 3 awards. So I'm coming back home to bridge the gap between the 2 continents, working from the other side and working with artists
from here. So how can people be able to reach to you? How can they be able to partner with you and work with you?
So in July, I'm coming back because I've seen a gap. The way we go to school in the European countries and study acting, it's a personal thing. It's not a class where you have 30 people, 40 people. That's where they take 10 or 12. Because for 4 years, it's just about your personality and what you're going to bring on stage. So I see potential, and there are things that I can bring to professional actors and people that are wanting to be actors. So in July, I'm going to do a master class. And not just that, I'm going to do an event that is going to showcase my whole life. It's like a talk.
I'd be part of it.
Yeah. That we are preparing. So when I come back to Kenya, it's going to take place. Tuna, I don't want to say much yet because we're still working on it. And so starting of July, I'll be back and I will be doing a bit of media tour and now saying how much it costs because I cannot work with 20 people. It will just be 15 selected and because I want to intensify for them to get something that's going to help them.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Mercy. We wish we had time for more, but we are glad you're here. We're waiting for July. If you're an actor, if you're an actress, I'm going to be seeing you. Join me. I'll remind you. I'll be telling you. I'll keep you updated. But you're going to be closing here the interview, and we're going on a very short break. We'll be right back with someone you've been waiting for.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.